Hi everyone, myself Dr. P. Kanaraj, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sri Sanmuga College of Engineering and Technology. So now we are going to see a concept called strings in C programming. First, what is a string? A string is a sequence of characters or also called as a collection of characters, and it is terminated by a null character /0. A string is actually a one-dimensional character array in C language. That means how can we create a string, or how can we store a string in C programming with the help of character array, that is one-dimensional character array. We can store string in C programming. So for example, so now we are going to create a string called home. So char str of array bracket equal to home, that should end with semicolon. So this is the way we can create a string in C programming with the help of a character array. So here we are not giving any size. So declaration itself, we are assigning any value. The size is going to be optional. Even though if you are not giving size, this will calculate based upon the string which we are giving. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 characters we are giving. So 4 character plus 1 character it will take for null character. So totally size of 5 bytes is going to be allotted because each character occupies 1 bytes. So 4 character 4 byte plus 1 character for null character, totally 5 bytes are going to be allotted. So for storing this particular string, if you want to give size, you can give. For example, if I want to give 5, so I can give nothing wrong. Declaration itself we are assigning, the size is optional. First we are declaring, then we are going to assign string value, we must give the size. How it is stored in memory. Each character can be accessed with the help of index only. First character index start with 0. Then for example HOME/0, it is a null character. H is accessed so with the help of index 0. O is accessed with the help of index 1. E is accessed with the help of index 3. Null character 4th. So why we need to add null character? So to denote end of string, this null character is added by the compiler. This will happen automatically. So these characters are stored in a contiguous memory location. So because array elements are normally stored in continuous memory location. For example, H in 51, 52, O, next 53, next 54, next 55. So next, declaring and initializing a string variables. So once a string is created, it need to be used to store some values. How can we store values? So we can store values in different way. This is the first method, data type character here, so name of the string variable, the next followed by string value, it should be in double quotes. In C programming, strings are stored in double quotes. If it is a character, single quotes, strings are stored in or denoted in double quotes. So this is one method. So one more method, if I want to specify the character individually, so here for example C, O, D, E, null character. So while storing string value within double quotes, the null character is optional. If you are giving character by character individually, we must give null character. So there are different things we have to remember so while creating a string. So here invalid declaration and initialization. For example, char ch of 3 is equal to hello. Totally how many characters? 4 characters plus 1 character also required additionally for null character. The size must be minimum of 5. Minimum of 5, but it is 3. It is wrong. It is wrong. So grade more size we can give. If I want to store only 5 character, if I am giving 6 or 7 or 8, so it's fine. So it will work without any issue. But suppose I want to store 5 but I am giving less than that, so it's an invalid declaration, it will create an error. So one more thing, char str of 4, then next first I am declaring with size 4, then I try to assign. So this is also not possible. So directly only declaration itself we can assign value directly. First if you want to declare, then if I want to assign value, So that is not possible. So actually this, even though this is not size, if I want to give 10 like this, even though if I'm giving 10 like this, so we can't give like this. Declaration first, then I want to initialize. Directly I can't assign value. With the help of a predefined function called string copy, there's a function, predefined function is available, string copy. With help of that only I can store value into the variable str here. Next, how can I get input from user? So use percentages format specifier to read string input from user. So the scanf function stops reading input at first space or tab or new line it encounters. So for example, this one, you can see this one. So character str of 20, there's a character array is created with size 20. We are trying to get input from user with the help of scanf. Format space would be percentage %s if you are trying to get input for the character array, that means string. Then next, just we are trying to print whatever input we are reading from user, we are trying to print. So to check whether it is reading or printing correctly, here you can see, suppose if I am giving input strings in C, so but how it is going to be stored in memory? So it will read string up to first space or first tab or first new line it encounters. That means it will read only one word. So if it see either space or new line or tab space, it will stop reading. So here it will read only up to this strings. This is the word only it will be read, which is stored in this str character array. Then while trying to print, only we are getting strings. So only we are getting strings as the output. The next, suppose if I need total line, how can I get it? So to read a line with space, you can use edit set conversion code. So that is this is the, so cap slash n. So we have to denote this. So edit set conversion code, then only we are going to get input. So now you can see, so in between percentage and s, so within square bracket we are going to denote, so this cap simple slash n. So now this will read entire string up to end of line. Now it will read string up to end of line. So once, so if it is read, which is going to be stored in this, so character array variable, the next we are trying to print, we are getting the actual input, whichever we gave, we are getting it. If you want to get a single word, you can go for this one. This format is fine. Suppose if you want to get line of text, we should go so this format. Next, scanf normally we are using to get string input. Also there is a function, predefined function called getS, which also help us to get string input from user. So this scanf, printf, getS, putS, these functions are available in a header file called stdio.h itself. So now with the help of getS also we can get input from user. So this will read till end of line, not a single word. The headers function will read, so line of text including space till end of line, it will read string in C. This is the input we are trying to give, so which is stored in the str. Then we are trying to print the same thing. So we are getting, so we are trying to print using printf as well as putS here. That's why two times it is printed. Printf will print strings in C stored value, then strings in C which is printing stored value. So either if you want to use scanf, we can use to get input from user. getS also we can use to get input from user. To print, either we can use printf or we can also use putS. Next, string handling function. C provides set of string handling function. With the help of that we can perform different operations on string. So which includes, so copy content from one character array to another character array, concatenating two strings, comparing two strings, converting uppercase, converting into lowercase, so reversing a string. We can perform different string operations. So for this string, C provides different functions. Those functions are available in a library file called string.h. So what are the functions are available? So these are the most commonly used string handling function. So these functions are available within a header file called string.h. If you want to utilize these functions, we have to include string.h header file. The first function is strlen. So which is, with this function will help us to find number of characters present in a string. Next, string copy, which help us to copy content from one string to another string. Here from the content which are present in source string variable, which is copied into destination. The next, where the copy is going to starting from, so 0th index. The next, string cat, first comma second. The second string is going to be added at the end of the first string. So this is the way the string cat will work. Next, string compare, which is used to compare two strings, whether both the strings are having same character or not. So the purpose is string compare we can use. Then string reverse, which helps us to reverse a string. String lowercase, it will convert given string into lowercase letters. String UPR, which convert given string into uppercase letters. We can see one by one with a small example. The string length function returns the, so string length function returns the length of the given string. So it does not count null character. Null character it is not taking as a character. So which is only used for to denote end of line, which is added by the compiler, which is not comes under this string count. For example, if I am giving input Java, I am getting input from user with the help of scanf function. I am giving input Java, the string length function. So how many characters present? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 characters are present within the string Java, which is printing output, which returning value 4, which is printed by the printf statement. The next, string copy function. The string copy function, which is used to copy so content from one string into another string. The syntax here, string copy of destination comma source, the content which are present in source, which is copied into destination. So you can see we are getting two inputs from not two inputs, only one input, str1, which is stored in str1. strcp of str2 comma str1, the content of str1 is copied into str2. So now we are trying to print str2. We have not stored any value in str2. So just initially we have not stored any value. Value stored in only str1. From str1 it is copied into str2. Then we are printing str2. So we are getting output Java. So the next, string cat, which is used to concatenate two strings. For example, I am getting so input from user two strings, str1, str2. For str1 Java, str2 I am giving program. So next, str2 comma str1. At the end of str2, str1 is going to be added. That means at the end of program, Java is going to be added. So what is the value str2 hold? So program Java. So this value str2 will be printed. Next, string compare function, which help us to compare two strings, whether two strings are having same letters or not. So here first there are two strings, first string, second string. So both the strings are having same length, same characters, same case also. So this strcmp function will return 0. Suppose if string 1 is lexicographically superior to str2, it returns an integer 1. Suppose if str1 is lexicographically smaller than str2, it returns an integer value -1. So both are equal, all are same, all the letters are same, length also same, case also same. In this case, it will return 0. Here for example, I am giving two strings str1, str2, both are Java I am giving. So both are compared by using strcmp function, both are same, so I am getting 0. Suppose there is a mismatch, so characters are compared one by one. So if there is a mismatching, so mismatching character, if it is lexicographically string 1 is greater, so that means actually which is compared with the help of which compared with the help of ASCII value, based on ASCII value this comparison is going to happen. Actually both are same, you will get 0. First string is lexicographically superior than the second one, will get 1. First string is lexicographically smaller than, then we will get -1. Next, string reverse function. This string reverse function will help us to reverse a given string. So the syntax for this function is strrev is the name of the function. We have to pass a string argument to this function. Here there is an example for this one. Character str of 20. This is a character array which helps us to store a string Next we are going to get an input from user Java. Then next we are passing this string input Java to the function strrev. This will give reversed string avag. Reverse string, we are going to get it. The next function is strlwr function, which helps us to convert given string into lowercase letter. So one more function strupper, so which help us to convert given string into uppercase. This example denotes both uppercase and so lowercase conversion. For example, I am giving input JAVA, in that J is caps, AVA is small. So the next we are trying to store the string into the character array variable str. We are passing this to strlwr function. This will convert the given string into lowercase and return the result, which is printed by the printf statement. We are getting JAVA. All the letters are small letters here. The next function strupr, which will convert given string into uppercase. So for example, we are giving input Java. This is converted into uppercase letter, which is printed by this printf function. We are getting output JAVA. Simply we can convert given string into uppercase, given string into lowercase with the help of these two functions. Next, we can see a few examples related to string. Here, so there are two strings are created. So one is hello, another one is world, s1 s2. That means str1 str2. Here we are performing concatenation str1 comma str2. What is the purpose of concatenation? So which help us to concatenate two strings. In this case, at the end of str1, str is going to be concatenated. So what is what we are going to get? So str2 is world, str1 is hello. At the end of hello, world is going to be added. So what we are going to get? Hello world. In the output we are going to get so hello, so world. So this is the output we are going to get. So for this program, hello world is the output because we are performing concatenation. At the end of one string, another string is going to be added. The next one more example. Here there is a copy function. Here a copy function. There is a string is created str with length 20. The next strcpy str copy function. So str comma hello. There is a string directly specified here. The string hello is going to be copied into str. So str value is going to be hello now. Str value is going to be hello now. The next str cat. Second we are performing cat operation. Str comma world. So what will happen? So whenever you are performing string copy, this particular string is going to be stored from 0th position within this str. Here the world is going to be added at the end of str. At the end of str. So what is output you are going to get now? Here first assume there is a space before w within the string. Space is there. str1 already stored hello. So at the end of the hello we are going to add space world. So within str the value is going to be now changed. So at the end of str, space world is going to be added now while executing the statement. World is going to be added. So now the total string is going to be hello world. Now the total string is going to be hello world in the str. After performing cat, first str copy, then str cat. After that we are getting hello world. So the output is going to be hello space world. It is going to be printed. The next, so one more example. Here str1 which is having hello, str2 which is having a value world. There are two strings are created. Here we are combinedly we are performing different operation. strcpy of str2 comma str cat of str comma str1 comma str2. First string concatenation is going to happen within str1. Actually str1 is hello. At the end of str1, str2 is going to be added, concatenation. That means this value is going to be changed as hello world, hello space world, because in the verb before world there is a space, hello space world. So this is the value of str1 now, hello world. So the next, after completing this operation, we are getting this string. We are getting this string hello world. The next str copy of str2 comma. So this hello world. So what is str2 world? So strcpy of str2 comma this particular string. So if you are performing string copy, the content of source string is, this is source string, this is a destination string. The source string is copied into destination string at from 0th index, already having world, it won't consider this. So this hello world is going to be copied from beginning. So within str2, now this hello world is going to be copied. So what is output? So finally string copy operation will produce hello world. That is output, we are going to get it, hello world in the output. Okay, thank you all for watching.